Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. I think my voice has changed a little bit. I'm getting old. Today's video is going to be about a gentleman who lives up in Luzon. Emailed me today and had some questions, and he wanted me to put it out to all my subscribers. So today's video is going out to all my subscribers. Today, you can just call him Mr. X. He said, I don't care. You put my name, but it's Mr. X. He lives up in Luzon. He's married to a Filipina. He's been here for about 2 years. He's on a 13A visa. He's happy, married. But there's one problem that he has, and he's really said, I cannot seem to get past it. He said, the family. How do you handle, what is the best way to handle family? And what that means is they're constantly coming over, opening up the fridge and eating the food, and they don't necessarily ask for money or anything like that. He said, this family's always around. Now, you said, what do you do? How do you handle that? Is what he asked me. So, my answer to that is this. Listen, well, you always heard the saying, you can't pick your family, but I really don't have a problem with that. To me, family's okay because you know what? When you marry your wife, you marry the family, and the family's going to come into the factor a lot of times. Maybe not to your liking, or maybe not up to what you like. Now, there is criteria ground rules you can set in the beginning. Now, it's entirely up to you how you want to handle it. You can set ground rules stating that I prefer to, you're going to come over, call, things like that. I prefer you do this, you do that, and get with the family and get with the wife, and you can have a meeting about it and talk about it. But really, overall, if you do that, you may, now in the game, you're going to maybe make some enemies, and you really don't want enemies with your family because they're the ones going to come to need for you whenever you need that. They're going to be there for you when you need that time of comfort, or you're sick, or you need a ride, or you need something, or you need help. So if they're eating a little food out of the fridge, and unless it's something that's really eating up your budget, I would not worry about it. If they're coming watching your TV and doing this and that, I would not worry about it. Me, I look forward to it. I really don't have a problem with it. Through my life, I had family, but through my life, I constantly worked so much that I really didn't have family around too much. So it's kind of really enjoyable now since I'm in my retired time. I really don't mind family coming over. In fact, I look forward to it. When they say they want coffee, man, come on in. We'll give you all the coffee. We need more. We'll go to town and buy some more. And that's the way I look at it. I'm really that way. Now, apparently, it's getting to where they're sleeping in the living room, sleeping on the floor, sleeping everywhere, and it's sort of like they're there. Well, you know something? Sometimes maybe they don't have the money to buy food. Maybe they don't have things. Now, I asked that question to them. He said they do. But maybe you really don't know, And so you really have to kind of bend and kind of go with the flow there. I personally would not make any enemies with the family that way. I would personally try to keep peace. If they're eating up your food and all the food in the fridge and everything that you have, well, you know what? Just go buy more food, or tell them dinner's later. But I don't care if somebody comes in my house and eats every speck of rice or every piece of bread or every snack that I have. I just go get more. It's not a big deal. There's a store across the street. There's a store right here in the corner. There's actually a store right up here carries everything. You can get mayonnaise and mustard and things like that. Now, they don't have mustard all the time, but they do have a lot of stuff there. And so, it's better almost than the one in town, the big one in town. So, but you really have to take a look at that as far as early on. That should be in talk of the relationship talk. If you're talking to a Filipina and you're talking to her for the first time and you seem to be getting along before you guys get together, you have this talk, and that would be in that talk. What about your family? Are they the type to come around more often? Are they going to be at my house all the time? Am I going to do this? Am I going to have this, that, you know? I have to tell you, I don't mind my family here. I don't mind them coming around. I don't mind them seeing them. Because you know what? They've helped me a lot more than I've helped them. I can tell you that. And they fed me a lot more than I fed them. Because there's not a time goes by they don't drop bananas off. Or they come up here to get my coconuts or our coconuts or a banana from us. But there's many times they have stuff that they bring us, like chili peppers and all these things that we enjoy, and they know we like it, and they bring it. I can't complain. But I say to you, Mr. X, a good friend, Mr. X, I would say go ahead and kind of have to talk with the wife. If it's bothering you that much and you have a problem with it and you're getting angry over it and you're making yourself sick over it, I would talk to them personally. I would talk to the family personally and just say, if it's a problem of they're all over the house and they're everywhere, build a bigger house, go to another house, or sit outside, relax. Life's too short to worry about. To me, it's small stuff. But to a lot of people that's been maybe by themselves for a period of time or really don't want that around. I have friends that just don't like kids, and they don't want kids and don't want kids around. It's just that way. They're up in their age. You know, they're the blue hairs from Florida. They're the blue hairs. And when they drive down the road and they do 30 miles an hour and it's 60 and they go at 4 o'clock to eat their dinner, at 4:30 they're out of that place and having their cocktails and driving home and have more cocktails in bed by 7 or 8 at night. So I say, don't sweat the small stuff, Mr. X. I say just go ahead and have a talk with your Filipina and with the family and do it that way. And the same thing goes to if you have your mother or father or mother-in-law and father-in-law moving in with you. Make sure you have that talk in the beginning. Because you want to be prepared if you're going to end up taking care of them, you want to have that talk. I mean, you do it in the U.S. A lot of guys come here and they just don't have that talk. They're so excited to get here and they're so excited to meet the Filipina, they just forget to ask all the questions and maybe all the right questions. And I think that happens quite a bit also. I mean, you know, it's just one of those things. And I think really overall, we all should do that. I mean, you know, did I ask all the right? No, I did not. Did I ask all the right questions? No. Midstream, a year later. Hey, I forgot to ask you, did no. Oh, yeah, well, you know, no, Tom, you know. So, you know, you learn. I got water on my glasses. So, I think it's just a matter of who you are and what type of personality you have and what it's about. As you know, these times that we're in, families around more often, and I love it. And I think you, Mr. X, should appreciate the family does come around more often, and they're there to be with you, and they're there to have that time with you. And I think that's very important in this time. And you may find that you may be happy if you did, because family is the most important thing to Filipino. And to me, it is also. And so I would say just bend like the tree, buy a little extra food, don't worry about it, and buy them something. I tell you what you do, real quick, like maybe they like popcorn, things like that. Have them build a fire outside and make their own popcorn, Mr. X, and try it that way. As you know, I get a lot of questions and relationships and things like that, so this is spotted out today. He told me to put it online. Some tell me not to even inquire and put it online. I will not, of course, because their wishes is my command. So Mr. X wanted me to put this out today, and so see what you guys had to say about it. Thank you so much. God bless. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. Today is Friday. Happy Sabbath.